Hello, welcome to Pilates Matwork. And today we're going to build up to a challenge towards the end, which is going to be side lying plank. We're going to do plank side lying series, except we're going to do it kneeling this time. We're going to do some nice side planks, some nice roll ups, downs, and overs. So if you've got shorter arms and you need a little bit of help, with the kneeling side series, you can bring in a yoga block for yourself. And then I've got my little folded piece of a mat, help support my back for my roll ups and roll downs. So if you need a hand towel or something like that for support, you can always bring that in. Otherwise, we're going to get going. We're going to start standing. So find your nice alignment here. Let's stand about hip width apart. Hips, knees, and toes are going to track. Zipping up, big inhale and reach up. And press that air down as you come down. Little softness in the knees. And we'll lift up and take that down. Now adding a bigger range. Big inhale and lift. Exhale, bend the knees as you come down. Press through the heels and glutes. Watch your hip track or knee tracking. So we don't want to do this or do something like this on the out. You want to keep them in that alignment. Press through the heels. Press through the glutes. Good. Now let's come up. Let's just get a side bend over to the left. Notice I'm not moving my hips over. Try to keep them in line with the ankles. Also try not to do this forward collapse. We open that up and we'll go to the other side. Breathe and expand. Belly button is in nice and tight here. And coming back up. I'm going to take hands behind the head. So as I do this, I'm pressing the head into the hand, not hands into the head. And I've got my thumb right at the base here. Probably can't see that with my ponytail. But I've got my thumbs right here at the base. Good. And I'm just gonna, for right now, just take the elbows forward and open. And forward and open. And forward and open. Really try to open, really try to squeeze your head here a little bit. Not so much that it's uncomfortable. It's moving around. Now we'll open. Belly button is in. Try to keep the hips forward as we rotate. So keeping the hips forward as you rotate keeps the rotation in the torso. If you, though, have to rotate this way, because that's where you are today, then that is okay. Knees a little soft. Coming in, a little bit of a side bend here. Squeezing low rib cage and the top of the hip together. Good. And then we'll release. Let's go into just a little bit of a balance challenge. Let's do footwork first. So from here, I'm hip width apart. Or you can do this up against the wall or something like that, because when we do footwork, sometimes it can be a balance challenge. So I'm just working through my ankle here. I'll show you a side view of what that looks like. Pushing through the balls of the feet. Belly button is in. Good. Now from here, let's go into a Pilates V. Pilates V. So hips, knees, and toes are turned out. I've got about a 6 width apart between my two big toes. I'm zipped up as best as I can be. I'm going to try to keep the heels together as I lift onto the balls of the feet and lower. And you should feel this right at the gluteal folds. And again, hold on to something because that can be a balance challenge here. Keeping the heels together during this one does take a lot of practice. It's also easy to get out of practice if you don't keep this one in your practice, and then you have to go back and work up to it again. So one more time, let's lift, lower the heels, little plie, zip up. Lift, lower the heels, little plie, zip up. Lift, lower the heels, little plie, zip up. Lift, lower the heels, little plie, and zip up. Good. Okay, just march that out. Let's take this into some standing roll down and go into some Pilates push-ups. So I'm just going to march all the way back to the end of my mat. Zipping up nice and tall. We're hip width apart. That's easier. Feet and legs are together are harder. Pilates V is hardest. That's where you're working towards as best as you can. Zipping up on this first one. Let's keep arms down. I'm gonna nod the chin. I'm peeling off an imaginary wall. Belly button is in. I'm imagining it's got a beach ball here that I'm folding over. We're folding over a rod. And your arms will just do what they do, so you don't have to kind of put them anywhere. It's better to bend the knees than to hinge the hips back. And then from here, I'm going to press to the feet and the legs as I round. I'm keeping that scoop the whole time, coming all the way up, rolling shoulders back. Good. Let's take this into a Pilates push-up. Arms up. Arms are up by the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Arms are going to stay by the ears as you dive over that beach ball. Coming down. Good. Reach the floor. Walk it out. Find your plank. Knees lifted or lowered. Push the floor away. The tricep push-up. Elbows come straight back. 1. Let's go again for 2. And 3. Good. Bending the knees or hinging from the hips. Walk it back. Stopping the hips over the ankles. Good. My ears are going to stay by my bicep. And then I'm going to round. Coming all the way up as we come up. Let's open and just feel a little bit of backman. That feels so nice. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale and round. Scooping, scooping, scooping. Good. Walking that out. Knees lifted or grounded. 3 push-ups. 1, try not to collapse. 2, 3, woo, and taking that back. Stopping hips over the ankles. We're rounding as you come up. And we'll open here. And we will do that one more time. After these push-ups, we're going to stay down. So big inhale, exhale, and round. Holding over that beach ball. C-curve, scoop, 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 scoop. And walking it out. Last time. 1, 2, or 3. See where you can go. 1, 2, and 3. Drop those knees. We are in all 4. Cushion knees and wrists as needed. Belly button is in. Let's just take a few rounds of some nice cat-cow here. Moving with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, going right into opposite arm and leg taps and some marching. So from here, let's go into the marching first. Let's start by taking the left leg back. Once you're stable, you can lift. You don't have to lift high, but careful not to collapse through the center part of the body. And then right arm can come forward. Reach. And take that down. Other side. Right leg comes back. Belly button is in. Left arm comes forward. And take that down. So this is where we're going to move, going side to side. Go at your pace here. It's harder than it looks. It's harder than it sounds because your body has to shift different muscles around to support you here. And I also have to think about not collapsing through that center part of the body. Lots of things going on here. Okay. And last round just like this. Good. Now, coming back, good. If you need to decompress, go ahead and do so. We're going to take this into taps. So we're going to reach the opposite arm, opposite leg long, and then we're going to tap them like a long lever. Okay. So when we're doing that, when you're doing the arm, you want to really squeeze that shoulder on that lift when you come up, and you want to squeeze the glutes on that lift when you come up here. Okay. So find your balance, find your challenge. Left leg's going to come back, belly button is in. Good. Right arm's going to come forward. So here we go. 6 times. And I'm going to just point that toe. We're going to tap, squeeze, 2, squeeze, 3, squeeze. This can also be done on forearm. 4, squeeze, 5, squeeze, 6, squeeze. Bring that down, other side. So recenter yourself, right leg goes back, belly button is in, left arm forward. Here we go. Belly button is in. And we tap 1, squeeze and lift. 2, squeeze and lift. 3, squeeze and lift. 4, squeeze and lift. 5, squeeze and lift. 6, squeeze and lift. And take that down. Got a little child's pose here. Once you're ready, we're going to find ourselves coming onto our back. Come onto our back. So while we're down here, we're going to do a few things and then go into the roll-ups and roll down. So if you're going to use that support for your low back for that part, go ahead and have that within your reach before you come down here. Okay. And as you come down here, pull your shirt out of the way. Good. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Belly button is going to come in nice and tight towards the spine. And just let the knees go side to side here. Get a little bit of an opener. And then once you're ready, good, we'll bring those hips, knees, and toes back into alignment. We're going to be in a neutral spine here. So your hip bones and your pubic bone are in that same plane. One side is not tipping up more than the other. We're zipped up and in. And we're going to go through some pelvic tilting here. So as I take my hips and I rock them back, so I'm rocking my pubic bone back towards my face. I'm closing maybe any space I may have up here, but I'm not jamming anything into the floor. I'm feeling a nice tighter connection right below the navel. Okay, that's your posterior tilt. So, and then I'm going to rock that hip forward. My hip bones are going to come more forward now. Maybe I am creating a little bit more of an arch, but not to the point of pain. That's your anterior tilt. So from here, I'm going to rock that through posterior, anterior, posterior, anterior, posterior, anterior, posterior, anterior. Let's do one more. Posterior, anterior. Come back to your neutral. Zip it all up and in. Toe taps. Knees are going to come to tabletop position. Good. So from here, we are going to do a full tap. Okay. So the challenge in your exhale is going to be on that lift. Okay. And we'll gradually keep making this harder. So zipping up nice and tight. Good. And we're going to go left. Nothing changes at the knee. Angle only changes at the hip. Right. Left. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 5. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. Good. Now, if that was enough of a challenge, we'll go through a few more of those. Those of you that want more, knees are going to zip up together. Both legs are going to tap down. So hips, this is only where you're changing the angle. Nothing changes from the knee. Zipping up nice and tight. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Woo! Inhale. Exhale. Now, as you go through these again, you're staying in the neutral spine. So if you're going into an anterior tilt, or that pelvis is moving around, shorten your range of motion. When you get stronger, you'll be able to come to the floor with that control. And again. Woo, one more time. and bring that into the chest. Rock, rock, side to side. We'll take this right into bridging. So hips, knees, and toes are going to track here. Rolling the shoulders back. We're going to press arms and shoulders into the mat. From here, press evenly, arms, shoulders, and feet, and we'll lift. And then we're going to lower that back down one more time. And lift. And lower that back down. Good. Changing that up. Pressing through the right leg. Lift the left. And come down. Come up. And same thing on the other side. And the other side. Now to make this more challenging, bring the hips up. Both feet are on the floor. Now go into your marching from here. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. One more time. Right. And left. Both feet down. Lift, lift, lift. Everybody dips a little bit. Good. We're pressing through the arms and shoulders here. Let's do this through an articulation as we come down. So starting from the mid back, we're going to lower down through the rib cage, through the lumbar, through the sacrum, and back to the tailbone and spinal neutral. Bringing the knees back into the chest. All right, let's prepare for some deeper abdominal work. They're going to get hit hard today. So arms are going to come up towards the ceiling. Feet are going to be down on this first one. Chest lift, zip up. Inhale, exhale with ease. Lift the head and neck. Lift the shoulders. Good. And you're looking towards your thighs. And we'll lift back up and roll that down with ease. We don't want to lift and hold with tension back here. So you can do that again, just like that, or bring your knees into tabletop a little bit harder. Inhale, exhale again. Find the ease in the movement as you lift, as you reach, lifting the arms up and lowering that back down. Good. We're going to take this in the hundreds. Feet can be down, tabletop, or long diagonal line, anywhere along the spectrum where you need to be. Find that or think about that. And then here we go. Big inhale, exhale. Find with ease where you're going to go with your hundreds. The lower you go, the harder it is. And we'll start pumping from the shoulders. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift the chest higher. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Let the chest higher, reach deeper through the arms. Woo! And bring that down. Wiggle, 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 side to side. Take head and neck from side to side. All right. Let's take this into our series of 5. So I'm going to count off some of these to 5 and some of them to 10. But you're going to go to the number that suits your body and your abilities for today. So if that means 2 really good ones, stop there. Don't plow through with 8 really bad ones. Okay. Quality over quantity. So knees in tabletop. My arms are up. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to lift. Good. I'm going to take my right knee in. Left leg's going to come long. Hips are going to stay grounded. Relaxing the shoulders even though I'm lifted through the chest. And here we go. 1. And 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And bring that good. Double or single straight leg stretch. I'm going to come up. I'm going to lift up. I'm grabbing as high as I can lift if I can. Right leg's going to come long. Pulse the leg you're grabbing, not the leg down here. Hard habit pattern or break, but try it. And here we go. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. In 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, and take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. These 2 in between. We're going to do 5. So double leg stretch, double leg stretch. I'm going to start in a C curve. And here we go. Inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And take that down. Double straight leg stretch. Remember, you can sit on your hands. You can be in a C curve or lowered. I'm going to do externally rotated. So I'm in my Pilates V here today. I'm going to come up in my C curve. That's where I want to practice. Belly button is in. Gaze is still right here. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift a little higher if you can. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Take head and neck, side to side. Crisscross, we're going to go back to 10 if you can. Knees in tabletop, hands behind the head. Again, remember, head goes into the hands. Hands do not press into the head. Elbows are out. You're leading with the shoulder, not from the elbow. Facilitates greater rotation, greater oblique. You're working your waistline now. So from here, inhale, exhale. Here we go. 1, 2, hips stay grounded. 3, how much at ease can you be? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Taking that down. Rock, rock, side to side. Okay. From here, I'm going to roll over to my side, and I'm going to come up. We're going to go right into our roll-ups and roll-downs here, and we're going to add a little bit of something extra. So I've got my little support here. I'm going to place that right along the lumbar. So I'm just going to kind of give that a test there. That's where it is. Good. Okay. So from here, remember, knees can be bent. You can hold on if you're not going to go all the way back. You can release the legs here. Legs can be long. You can go back part way and come back up, or you can follow me and go all the way back there. We're going to do 2 regulars, and then we're going to start to add on. So arms long in front of you. We're seated nice and tall to start. Zip up the front body. Starting from the pelvis, you're going to rock it back. You're scooping in that belly button. Be mindful here, if you've got osteoporosis, you're going to keep a long spine, and you may not go all the way back there. Try to keep my shoulders down. That's my habit pattern. Good. And then when I'm ready, inhale, exhale. And then you can come all the way forward here if that feels okay. And I'm going to keep that scoop as I go right into my next. Inhale, exhale. And coming forward. Good. Now, from here, if that's what you want to keep doing, stay with those. Those of you that want to add a little bit more of a challenge, we'll take that into a rotation. So whether you're doing this, if you're doing the flat back, you're going to come back a little bit. You'll rotate, you'll go back, and then kind of come up from there if you want to. Those of you that are following me are going to do that just a little bit different. So from here, good. I'm going to come back just a little bit. Actually, you know what? A little bit. I'm going to rotate, and then I'm going to keep going down from that rotation. I'm going to come back. I'm going to roll up through center and roll forward. So from here, okay, I'm going to roll down just a little bit. I'm going to rotate. I'm going to keep rolling down. Good. I'm going to come back center. Inhale, exhale, and come all the way forward. And we'll do that one more time each side. So from here, good, I'm going to roll down a little bit. I'm rotating this upper body only towards my right. And then I'm going to roll down from there, coming back center, rolling up, inhale, exhale, and coming forward, stacking, rolling just a little bit, rotating, rolling down. Good. And then last time, inhale, exhale, and coming forward. Good. Let's get one really good roll over if that's in your practice. If you've got a neck issue, eye pressure issue, something like that. I do not recommend the roll over. You can take a break or do another roll down, roll up. But from here, you're going to take that down, pressing it back. Good. Flexing the feet. You'll open the legs shoulder width apart with your hands or not. Good. Just kind of find that roll down. Be in control. Good. And then you can actually use that leverage to come all the way up and come all the way forward. Excellent work here. I'm going to take this out from behind. Good. I'm going to take my hands behind me now. I'm going to take a long spine. I'm going to bend my knees. Good. And come to tabletop. So we're going to go into a hip circle here. Some of you are going to keep knees bent as you go in one direction and the other. Longer legs is more challenging, but try to take about 4 to 5 in one direction and then the other. Ooh, feeling that in the lower body, feeling that in the abs. And then when you're ready, bend those knees, come down. We're going to stretch this out. Take your hands behind your right leg. Let them travel up as high as they can go. You can point and flex that foot. Rolling that ankle around. If your back's okay with it, you can extend the other leg long here too. Sometimes my back likes it, sometimes it doesn't. Good. Just find your stretch where you need it. And then from here, good. We're going to take it out for a little stretch. So if you can grab your big toe or your foot, that's great. If not, have your hands somewhere on the outside of here for support. And then from here, good. I'm going to let that leg come out to the side. Both hips are grounded. I'm really reaching through this left side. Good. Breathing. And we'll come up. Good. With a bent knee or long leg, arc over. We're finding this outside IT band stretch here. Outside of the hip. When you're ready, we'll come back up. Good. Going into leg circles. Smaller, a little bit easier. Larger is a little bit harder on the core. Hips need to stay even. This is a sneaky core exercise. Belly button is in. Go where you're in control. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we will switch sides. Good. So taking your hands behind the left leg now, letting them come up as high as they can go. Right knee can be bent or extended along. Do what feels good to you. You can point and flex the foot. And then from here, when you're ready, good. Finding the grip that you need to do the stretch to the side. So are you going to grab the toe, the foot, somewhere outside the leg for support? Belly button is in. We'll take that leg out. Really reach through this right side now. This is one of my favorite stretch series. The series was one of the keys to me keeping my hips open, getting them to open up. This also is a good series that helps with a lot of low back pain. So from right here, tight hips, low back pain. Some of you probably heard of that. Good arc over. Good, kind of find where you need to be. And then we'll come up. Good. And here is our circle series again, 4 in each direction. Good. When you're ready, here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee in. We're going to roll like a ball. If you cannot do that, roll over to your side, find a boat pose, and we're going to do this. Let's say 4 times. When you come up on the 4th one, find a balance challenge. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm finding that balance and lengthening my spine. I'm going to grab my feet while I'm here, finding a little bit of a stretch. Right leg comes out. Find where your grip needs to be here and come back in. The left leg will come out. Find the grip and come back in. Good. Now, some of you that shouldn't be rolling are going to hang out right here. Those of you that want to go into open leg rocker will follow me 4 times. So you can grab the feet. I'm a short person, short arms. I have to grab the shins. So from here, let's go 1. Woo! Too much power. 2. There we go. 3. And 4. Fight for it. There we go. Coming back up. And when you're ready, we're going to come to a seat. Let's do a real quick saw series here. Taking legs forward. My feet, my heels are about as wide as my mat. So if you're not practicing on mat, come a little bit wider than hip width apart. I'm also coming into an anterior tilt here. So again, I'm taking that pubic bone back. Hip bones are coming forward. Helps me sit a little bit taller. From here, let's do spine stretch forward, zipping up. We're peeling off that imaginary wall again. We're folding over that beach ball. Fold over that beach ball. And then stack bone by bone. One more time. Inhale. Exhale and we'll round. And stack. Good. From here, let's take hands behind the head. Going into a side bend. Low rib cage. Top of the hip. Try to touch each other, just like we did in the beginning with the stretch. Go 1. Hips stay grounded. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Arms out to the side, going into twist. Good. And we're going to twist 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking that into saw, putting that all together. And we're going to reach and round. And stack as we come to center. And rotate. Reach and round. Sawing the pinky toe off with the pinky finger. And one more time each side. And stack. And rotate. Reach and stack. And come back down. All right, here is our side series. So we're going to be kneeling for this one. You can always come in or bring in any kind of knee cushion that you would need. Again, some of you will not need a block here, taller people, but I'm a short person, so I'll bring it in. If you're using a block, be mindful. It's option 1, 2, or 3. So take the version of that and maybe hold it this way or this way, just as long as where you're putting your hand, that you are stable. Stability is the key. So I am on my left side. So this is going to be my left knee, left hand. The right leg's going to come out. I'm trying to line everything up here. And for a moment before we get going, if it would feel good to you, just get a nice stretch. Oh, that feels so good. Nice side body stretch. And then from here, arm can be up, It can be here. You choose where you need it to be. It's probably going to be a little bit more challenging if you're up here. Good. But I'm going to use my abs to lift. And here we go. 6 to 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flex that foot. Pulse, pulse. Point and take it back. Pulse, pulse. Point and take it back. Keep the hips stable. Pulse, pulse. Point and take it back. Here's 4. Pulse, pulse. Point and take it back. Pulse, pulse. Point and take it back. Pulse, pulse. Point and take it back. 2 more. Pulse, pulse. Point and take it back. Pulse, pulse. Point and take it back. Good. From here, if you need to kind of come down for a moment like I do, I like to do that little squat sometimes. Here we go again. Finding your little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! I'm going to take that little stretch here. I'm going to come up. I'm going to find a quad stretch. I'm grabbing my ankle or the shin. I'm pressing my hips forward, knee and foot behind me. And you can kind of play with your angle here as needed. Belly button stays in to protect the low back. And then once you're ready, we'll release. Before we go to the other side, we're going to come belly down, get some prone work. So this is full swan series. We're going to do the full swan series here. So if a low swan, a baby swan is where you need to be, that's where you're going to work, and you won't go through the rest of the series. But from here, legs are about hip width apart. Hands are a little forward and to the side of the shoulders. Rolling shoulders back, zipping up that front body. Inhale, find your swan, baby, medium, or high, and lower that back down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Swan dive. You have to be to the high swan. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Swan rocker. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hands under the shoulders. Wild pose. Whew. Whenever you're ready, we're going to come up. Side series on the other side. So move that block to the other side if you need it. And here we go. Left leg's going to come out. Right leg's going to be my support. I'm zipped up. Good. Find the grip and the height that your body needs. And then when you're ready, let's just find that stretch. And then when you're ready, good. Arm is up or hands down. And here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex that foot. Pulse, pulse, point and kick. Pulse, pulse, point and kick. 3. Harder for me on this side. 4. Halfway there. 5, 6. 2 more. 7 and 8. Woo. Little circles. Actually, let's do that. Stretch there. There we go. And little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. I'm going to take that little stretch. Good. Grab your shin, your ankle, hips come forward, knee and foot go back. Find that quad stretch. Breathe. Woo. All right, building up from that, we're getting ready to go into a side plank. Side plank. We'll do this in stages. So I'm just going to put this to the side now. I'm going to start by side planking on my left side first. So I'm going to take my left hand here. My right knee is going to be down. Or sorry, this is my left knee. Right leg is here. Okay. Now, some of you, just lifting here might be your side plank today. That's okay. You just find it where you need it. You can take this foot forward and take your left leg back. That's another option. Good. Your right foot can be in front of the left, or you can find a stack. So find your side plank, press out of the shoulder, shoulders over or behind the wrist. Good. Now, those of you that are able, you can come up a little bit more, maybe arc, maybe just a little dip. Woo! And come up, and just a tiny dip, and come up. And when you're ready, carefully come down. Good. Let's stretch that before we go to the other side. Left arm's going to be on top of the right. Wrap yourself. Find your stretch as you need it. And when you're ready, we'll take that to the other side. So from here, it's going to be your right hand that comes down, the right knee or leg that's going to be the bottom leg. Find it first. So if this feels okay right here, then you can move on. That foot can come forward. Bottom leg can lengthen. You can have the top leg in front. You can find the stack. Find your point where you need to find it. Breathing, breathing, and then you choose, are you going to try to arc? Maybe just a little bit of a dip. Woo, I'm stronger on this side. And arc, and dip, and arc, and dip. Lifting back up, come out of there in the way that you need. Woo. Find that stretch, right arm across the left, wrap in a way that feels good to you. Well, we're going to come back to push-up. Yeah, we're going to come back to push-up. So shake all of that out. Good. Find your push-up position. Are you going to be knee down push-up? Like this? Or are you going to be up high push-up? Find your push-up. Good. So from here, let's do a little bit of a testy push-up. So in the beginning, when we did Pilates push-up, we did more triceps where the elbows came straight back. Let's take the hands and elbows, everything, turn them inward. So elbows are going to come out to the side when we do this. And again, if you're just starting, you can do a all fours push-up here too, if that's where you need to be. So find your push-up position. Good. Find your plank. And then here we go. You've got one halfway down. 2, 3, 4, getting hard. Just one more. Let's go 5. Woo! Take that down. Child's pose. Child's pose. From here, when you're ready, we're going to find one more plank. We're going to do our leg lifts with this plank. So find your plank. Knees can be down or lifted here. You're pushing the floor away. Belly button is in. Good. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Good. Now from here, I'm going to come back. Right leg's going to lift. Single leg. 1, 2, stay there. Or when you come up, cross. 3, 4, could you hold that? Woo. Separate, lower down. I've got one more side to do. Stretching's coming, we're almost there. Stay with me, stay with me. Find your point. And here we go. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Take it back, left leg lift, single leg, come up, and back, and up, and back. Stay with that, or cross, and take it back, and cross, and hold. Woo! Hold, hold, hold. Separate, child's pose. We're going to end with a nice mermaid stretch here. So I'm going to come and sit here. Feet can come to your right side, or you can also sit in a Z position. So I've got my left leg here right in front, and my right leg is towards the back. Big inhale, exhale, take it to the left, reaching. Maybe one final rotation here. Opening up, moving through center, counter stretching over. Coming back to a tall seat. Now rotate. You want a little shoulder, take your other hand, grab here, a little bit of a hug. Might feel good after all those push-ups and planks. And then from here, we're gonna switch sides. So feet are gonna come to the left. They can be just like this, or find your Z position. Inhale, exhale, taking that over and reach. Good, you can lengthen and rotate here if you want that. Opening up, moving through center, counter stretching over. Coming up, good, rotate. Again, other hand can come and tug here. And coming back to center. Way to go. You made it through this Pilates Matwork class with different progressions of harder things all the way through. I hope you got a nice little glow going, a nice workout, and I hope to see you again really soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.